everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you're doing well. So this is an exciting video for me because my friend on Instagram, and honestly I'm blanking on her Instagram name, so you know who you are. You asked me if I could do a little video talking about some of my spring favorites from Davidstea or tea recommendations, things like that. And I filmed a Davidstea haul video a couple months back in the fall for the fall collection. So I'm like, that's a great idea. Now, I'm always going to Davidstea. You guys probably see that on my Instagram stories like all the time. I tend to be a daily Davidstea girl. Like I love to go there to get a tea of the day or just to kind of browse and see what teas are available and things. So this is going to be more of like, what would I call it? Like a collective haul of different teas that I've gotten over the past couple weeks. So if you're a big fan of tea like me, you love Davidstea, or you're open to seeing different tea accessories and different types of teas and flavors, keep on watching and we'll get started. Alright, so the first item I have to show you is this awesome iced tea pitcher that I got from Davidstea. This was a sale item. I think I paid $18 Canadian for this, and I think regular price, oh I'm blanking, but it probably was around $30 to $40. So it was a really good deal. And I have the Flamingo Fresca, I think is what the tea is called, in here, but I also added in, oh, now I'm blanking on the other name. It's another tropical tea. I mixed the two together, and then I added iced mangoes to go inside the bottom with some ice cubes. And I'm really, actually I haven't tried this yet, so I'm really excited to find out how it tastes. Now, inside, you probably don't see it right now, but inside there's a lovely tea filter, and all the compartments come apart, so it's super easy to clean, which I loved. Some of the older Davidstea products weren't as always easy to clean. Like some of them you couldn't put in a dishwasher, so you would really have to scrub and get, you know, your good cleaning equipment to really clean around them to, you know, avoid buildup, bacteria, things like that. But this one is so easy to clean, so that was one thing that really gravitated me towards purchasing this, because, you know, it's just so easy. So I'm gonna pour it inside. If you guys watched my last video, which was the Sleeping Beauty haul / Sleeping Beauty Design With Me video, I talked about, if you read my comment section or the description bar, I said that I actually ended up going back to grab a couple more items because they went on sale for additional 25% off the sale price. So I got the water bottle I wanted, which is so cool. It has like Aurora on it, birds, flowers, the raven, Maleficent on it, so super cool. So I'm gonna pour some of my tea inside here. So what's really cool that I just realized is this actually has a lock on it, so if you end up spilling this pitcher, if you have it on the lock setting, nothing will like spill out of it, which I thought was really, really cool. So there's my tea, super flavorful. It almost tastes like a very like light juice, so I definitely recommend this, and very refreshing in the spring and summer season. Alright, so I have my Davidstea bag here filled with a variety of collective items that I've purchased over the past couple weeks. So I'm really excited to dig in and show you guys. So for the spring collection, let's just start off with that. This is what I like to do, and I'm sure a lot of other people do this too, is I like to get a tea to go if I don't know for sure if I'm gonna love the tea or not. So sometimes Davidstea has little samples made of the tea, which is great, but when they don't have samples and I really like the smell of the tea, but I'm not sure if the taste is gonna be 100% there, I love to get a tea to go to test it out. And this was one that I really loved the description of it. It smelt amazing, but I just wasn't sure, you know, is that a tea worth buying? Is that something I'm gonna drink consistently? Or is it gonna be one that I enjoy, you know, once, and, you know, it's not something I'm gonna make, you know, every day or a couple times a week. And this one is called Lavender Swirl. So it's this beautiful tea, like it's a white tea, and it basically says, sink into this sweet and creamy lavender white tea with notes of creme anglaise. And then it has apple, candied pineapple, white tea, oolong tea, blackberry leaves, lavender, and some artificial flavoring. And it's low caffeine, which is always really, really great because you don't want to stay up all night, so you could have this tea in the evening. So I got 100 grams of this because I ended up enjoying the tea of the tea latte. I actually got it as a tea latte so much. And I totally recommend this if you do like tea lattes, to do this as a tea latte. So that's this tea from the spring collection. All right, and then what do I have here? I also stocked up on some more strawberry matcha. So the strawberry matcha is so, so good. So I had to go buy more because I had run out. And basically it's a green tea, and it says an all natural blend of energizing stone ground matcha and wild strawberry. and it has green tea, natural strawberry flavor, and a bit of cane sugar. Now normally I'm not a big fan of when tea companies add sugar in my tea. I'd rather add the sugar myself, but in this case, it's not overly sweet. And then the almond milk I use has 0 sugar in it. So the sugar in this is just the right amount to really bring out the flavor very nicely. So the strawberry matcha is so amazing, you guys. So if you're a big fan of matcha, or if you're not a big fan of matcha, but you want to try to get into it, the flavored matchas, so they are sweeter, you might end up having more success with these ones. So the strawberry one is so good. Also on the matcha note, let me just find it in this bag. Let's see. Aha. I also grabbed the peach matcha. And this one's really good too. I've gotten this as a latte quite a few times. Again, it's a very sweet matcha. I also like the Matsu Matcha from Davidstea, and that is like your traditional matcha, so there's no sugar in it, anything like that. It's really good. Anyway, getting off topic on my matchas, but that one's really good too. I should mention that one, because that one I always have in stock at my house. The peach matcha is really good, and basically, let's see, what does it say? An all-natural blend of stone ground matcha, pure cane sugar, and a fruity hint of peach. Try it in your next smoothie, shake, or latte. And this was actually ended up being like a sale item. So it was regular like $16 for 80 grams. Matcha is a little bit more expensive. And then I got it for $8, which I thought was, yay, that's such a good deal. So, and it's all nice and packaged too. So I'm excited to enjoy this. And I got my husband into matcha recently, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna enjoy this too. So back around Valentine's Day, February, I discovered the Choco Chaga Detox tea. Or you know what, yeah, it was February because it was in the calendar, or did I get it before the calendar? And Davidstea had a cool like dry February tea cleanse, 28-day tea cleanse calendar that I got, and I loved it. You can check back in some of my older Instagram posts or stories to see a little bit more about that. And I fell in love with that tea, so I ended up buying like a whole tin. So this is the Valentine's Day tin that they had out around Valentine's Day, and I went back because if you bring your tins back to Davidstea, you save a little bit of money. So I got it refilled up with the Choco Chaga Detox tea. And this is like, you guys know how I love chocolate macaroon. This is like chocolate macaroon, but like it's its own thing. Like it's so, it just smells so chocolatey and so good. I love the smell of it. And this makes a great latte. It's more powdery, so I feel like it kind of makes me think of a hot chocolate too. But again, it's not like super decadent type of hot chocolate. It's just that nice flavor. And oh, it smells so good. And yeah, it has some great health benefits too. Let me just read to you what it says. This detoxifying black tea with cocoa and chaga is like a cleansing hot chocolate. Okay, yeah, so they describe it as hot chocolate too. And it has cocoa beans, black tea, toasted chicory, I think that's how you say it, chaga, and some natural flavoring. And it's low caffeine, so for having black tea in it is relatively low caffeine, which is nice too. Also on sale, they had the Fireside Mocha, which they had back during the holiday season. And then when I saw this was on sale, does it have the price on it? No, it doesn't. But anyway, it was 6 sachets, so prepackaged sachets it was really like affordable. Like it was such a good deal. So I ended up grabbing 3 of these actually. 2 of them I have at work. So I've been enjoying them at work, but I left 1 at home just in case, you know, I get a craving, I can have a nice Fireside Mocha tea. So then I actually ended up getting 2 of these. 1 I have at work, and then 1 I have here at home. Now the one I have at work, now I'll just quickly show you, it's little sachets of their tea, which is really cool. This one's green passion fruit, and they're pre-packaged in a tea bag, ready to go. You don't need to take any of the loose leaf tea out and put it in a tea bag or a tea infuser. It's all good to go. And I got this because sometimes I get so busy at work, and it's not always easy or efficient to have to clean all my like tea infusers and things like that. So having pre-packaged ready to go tea is so handy and very convenient. So I decided I might as well give this a try. The ones I got here, I really want to recommend tea to my friends and things. And then sometimes it's nice if I just buy the sachet of them and be like, oh, here, you should try it. And I can give them like a little sachet. So I think that's just really fun. So I bought this, to be honest, of a couple different favorite teas I have, and some of them I've already given away. So I have Organic the Skinny in here. I showed you the green passion fruit. I have Just Beat It, such a good tea. I have Choco Chaga Detox. I have Lavender Swirl. I have a bunch of the maple syrup oolong, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the maple syrup oolong, they kind of brought it out, I think, to replace Canada Day, or is that what it was called, Canada Day? I think it was called Canada Day. And that is like such a good tea. It had little maple leaves in it, and it tasted so good. The maple syrup oolong, like it is a lot sweeter, and it definitely tastes like maple syrup. It totally does. And I think that's what I'm not as big a fan of. The Canada Day tea was more of, it was a rooibos tea, so it had a nice rooibos flavor to it with the maple, and I love that. So those are all the teas that I have left in this box. And then the ones I have at work tend to be all my top favorite teas, so there tends to be a lot of green teas, oolong teas, a couple black teas, things like that. All right, we're getting along in this box. Okay, so I got an empty matcha tin to put my Matsu Matcha inside. I might end up getting more matcha tins to put my tea in because they're so handy and they keep your tea, fresh and from going, stale or things like that. So it's just cute. It has cute little leaves, green tea leaves on it. It says Davidstea, and it's this cute tiny container. So I thought that was cool. I'm gonna put my matcha inside here. All right, so also on the work-related note, I got the steeper, and the small sized one. I think it's, just to tell you how many cups it makes, 18 ounces. And I have the big one at home, which, I'll be drinking that tea all day long. Like I'll reuse some of the tea leaves sometimes. It's a big guy and it's awesome. And I was tempted to buy that one for work, and sometimes I've actually brought it into work. So I thought it'd be good to get another steeper, but the small size one to use at work. So because I do have a lot of loose leaf tea at home, and on the days that I do have time to maybe, have a nice experience of taking the loose leaf tea out and putting it in my steeper and have some time to clean it up, this would be really great to have. And this is also, I'm probably making it sound like it takes forever to clean. It doesn't at all. It's actually really easy to clean. You can easily rinse it out and take out the tea leaves, so it's not that hard at all. It's more just my work can be very busy, so whatever amount of time I can save is really good. But I did get this, and I'm really excited to bring it to work and to start using it. And then on my last trip to Davidstea, I got a tea to go. I got a 20% off coupon, and I knew exactly what I wanted to use it on because my husband and I have been talking about getting a new matcha kit. So I have a whisk already that I use, but the bowl I had to make my matcha broke, and then I just never had time to replace it. I also already have a little matcha spoon to, get the correct serving size out of, and you probably already know what I'm gonna be getting or talking about. I ended up getting their new updated version of their Matcha Maker, and it is called the Modern Matcha Essentials, new and improved Davidstea, and it accommodates 12 ounces, which is really cool, and it already comes with, a matcha spoon, so you can get the right amount portion size. I usually do 2 scoops of matcha, and then it comes with another whisk, which is always really great to have. And let's see, what does it say here? Give your matcha a modern makeover with our updated bowl, spoon, and bamboo whisk. From the non-slip silicone base and easy pour spout on the bowl to the pop of color on the perfect matcha spoon, this kit is the most stylish route to perfectly frothy matcha. So that's the one I got. I also have their handheld matcha to go travel container where you can just shake it up and you can take your matcha to go. That's really awesome too. And you can also use that to make your matcha at home as well. You don't need to get this whole little kit. But I love the experience of making matcha, and the fact that this comes with let me open it up actually. It comes with that silicone base on the bottom, so when you're whisking the matcha, your bowl doesn't move, which helps it from spilling out matcha. I've had that experience before. So it works out really well. So here we go. So this is what it looks like inside. Hopefully the camera is showing you guys well enough. So everything's nice and packaged. Comes in this nice little container for your whisk too. I probably won't use this whisk right away because I have one that's really great right now. I'm really curious to show you guys the bowl though. Yeah, this is the bowl. So it has this nice silicone grip on the bottom. So great because it helps it when you're whisking away. It stops everything it stops the bowl from moving, so it stops things from spilling. So that's it for the matcha kit. And I'd love to know if you guys, if you'd like to see a video about how I make matcha. I did do a video about how I make tea lattes, or well, it was more about my chocolate macaroon tea latte that I make, but pretty much you take that idea and you can use that for a variety of teas. And then I did make a video on flower tea. So if you guys would like to know, how I make my matcha, my tips and tricks and things like that for success, let me know. I'd love to do a video on that. And this tea is so good. Anyway, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a collective haul of my different Davidstea items. It's so much fun to film a tea video for you guys, and I know you guys enjoy them because a lot of you told me that when I filmed my last Davidstea haul video, you loved it and you wanted to see more. So I am going to start to do more. Anyway, again, take care, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.